Hi, people. I guess I'm going to try to go for a walk. Okay, and what I'm going to do is a short walk. I'm going to make a complete loop in front of her house. So go down the sidewalk on one side and go down the sidewalk on the other side. Because my buttocks and my back are both hurting. It's not funny. And I like to walk in the road, but they're telling me I shouldn't do that. So I'm going to have to make sure I watch for the sidewalk. So this is Lou. I always start talking and forget about that part. It's the 1st of February, so our first month is already gone. Yeah, I could use a scarf around my face. That's kind of chilly. Can you see me okay? Can you hear me okay? I hope so. Yeah, it's kind of chilly, dadgummit. Well, I've just got a little, no, I was going to say a little breather. The wind kind of died out for a second. It's back. We already went shopping at Walmart, so I've already done some walking. So that could be it, I guess. But I feel like I've already been doing some exercising. And I did do a little bit. You know, there's some you can do when you're laying in bed, right? So I was doing that. But I didn't do very much. I don't know, maybe I'll just stay on this side and turn around and walk back. It's the same thing. Okay. Yes. To work out. Hope that it's okay. I mean, I haven't waited too long, you know. I got tears running down my face. I don't know what that's all about. Oh, that is a pretty little house. And I can't tell if that's real. It looks like it's real. Over there, you can see where the putty was put. They ran out of stuff or something. I can't really tell. But it's cute. Cute house. I've already showed it to you once. Okay. Instead of crossing the road, I just turned around. I know my goal isn't very lofty, is it? I'm not going to walk very far. Maybe if I feel like I can, I will, but I think I'll be doing good. To go all the way down and then back and all the way down on the other side and back. I make it sound like it's a long way as it is. Yeah. More exercise. I need more exercise. A lot of birds. Okay, so I'll be showing you the house. Let me back up. This is actually the one. She's on the other side, okay? These are what they call twins. Oh. 133, that's my number. There's a snail. Anyway, that's where we live. That's where we be living right now, anyway. Oh. I do. I feel like I've been walking a long time. That's weird. I wonder how far I did walk. And here's a question. Somebody answer for me. When you're walking, if your phone is in your purse, does it count your steps? Or does it have to be on your person? I didn't know if maybe it was just moving that would count it up. And stop for a minute. I do need to walk, but I feel like I already have. I'll go a little bit further and then I'm just going to turn around and come back. I like these houses though. They're brick. Or the front, let's see. The front of the second one is just brick. Okay, this one is brick. Over here they've got stucco and then brick over here. Not that that's a big deal, right? But that factory is true. That's a big old factory. I don't know if you see it, the sun is shining at us. I didn't mean to glare at you. And then I'm gonna, right up here where it starts, that's where my granddaughter lives anyway. Silk factory. I worked in a pharmaceutical factory. Alright, I'm just gonna turn right here and go back. Too much traffic on the road. Too much traffic that's stopping right here. Okay, so I'm gonna turn around and go back. I was gonna tell that story. I get a little cagey. Is that the word? I don't know what the right word would be. I really don't. And then they've got that acronym for it too. The stress syndrome, post-traumatic stress syndrome, or something like that. Once upon a time, someone tried to get me in their truck. And you just wouldn't think things like that happen. Anyway, don't walk fast. My bones are saying, all right, girl. I just don't feel like I should be that fatigued. It's a nice looking little car. You ever think about the cars? You're sitting in a flying saucer, man. Except you have wheels and you got a steering wheel. But basically, you're sitting in a flying saucer. I just find that funny. I'm going to go in the house and go upstairs. So hang tight, okay? There. Oh. Okay. You're a good boy. Yes, you're a good boy. I should put you on the movie. Okay. I'll go upstairs. Oh. I'm sorry. I don't think I can get around the snorting. I can try. My eyes are running too, man. I got all these tears coming out of my eyes for some reason. Okay. I was pushing on the side rail. Trying to help me up. Because my hand is full. Okay, I'm gonna come in here. Oh, man. There. Okay. Put that up there. Put you down there. There. Okay. How are you guys doing? Okay, I brought my cup in here. Okay. Yes, I'm turning in circles. Oh, that feels good to just sit down. That's amazing. I don't know why, but I'm that tired. My legs and my back. suffer that I was just at the grocery store. Walmart, not just a grocery store. Still, I shouldn't be that fatigued. That's weird. Oh, guys. How many minutes? 10? Okay. Wiping my eyes, man. You think I've been crying or something. I guess maybe I have. That's with shades on. So it wasn't like the wind was actually hitting me in the eyes. So why are my eyes overflowing? It was chilly. There was a chill in the air. Maybe that's all it took because, you know, the behind the eyeglasses is still going to have the chill in the air, even if it's not a wind blowing it at you. So that's probably what it was. All I know is I got my eyes to working. Okay, I know I'm silly, people. Yeah, I'm definitely silly. But that's okay, right? Gotta make life worthwhile. I don't know. I was wearing my gloves. I got them back from my baby doll. And I'm glad I had them on. Now here for me, this is a weird thing, you know, but going out for a walk, if I have my jeans on, the wind doesn't go through my pants as much. Now, I've got a pair of knit pants on. They're not like tight-legged. I like them. But the chilly wind, even though it wasn't much of a wind, but the chill still came through. But boy, just imagine. So I was saying I had just a sweater on, you know, when I went out, but I quickly found I needed to come back and get my coat. And this coat is really great because it stops the wind. And jeans would stop the wind from my legs. But it was, I wonder what the temperature is. It was definitely probably not that bad though. But for some reason it's like I can still feel the cold around my eyes and around right here. So I don't know what the deal might be. So, have any of you guys decided to get that app and go let it read it to you? If you're really interested, that's what you ought to do. Don't wait for me. I mean, like I said before, my main goal is to let you guys know what that Book of Mormon's all about and how important it is. And it's not anything against the Bible. It works with the Bible. Things that you don't understand in the Bible become clearer. The Bible was tampered with, people. When it came over from the other country, I mean, this is according to what's in the Book of Mormon that I read. But there's more ways than that to look at that, because just in translating alone, sometimes there's just not a right word for what you need. And a lot of diligence goes into all that stuff. And then there's the theory that maybe, I don't know if it's a theory, but they were tampered with, okay? Something on purpose and some things just because it's hard to do, translate from other languages into ours, and one that everybody will understand. But if you leave one word out or add a word to it, it can mean total different stuff. Just like when you're reading it, if you don't pause in the right places and you go over and you don't straighten it out, you can have a whole different meaning than what was intended. So punctuation and pausing when you're reading are real important. And that's another thing I was just thinking, just came into my head. When you are reading the scriptures, let me see if I'm going to lose it. There's like I don't want to say a formula, but there's kind of like a way that the scriptures are written, okay? Like, what are you trying to say, Lou? Okay, so you're the writer. We'll say, I'm just going to give you an analogy type thing, because I'm a writer. So you're the writer, and you've got the skills to do the punctuation and all that good stuff. And then what's the deal? Okay, so you're trying to tell a whole lot of information in a tiny little space, okay? Playing on words, different things can tell. I don't know how to explain it, but they can tell you a lot. You just have to and realize that it's not the English language like we put a whole full sentence together, okay? We have a noun, and we have adjectives and verbs and adverbs and all kinds of stuff put in a sentence together to give us a meaning, okay? But not in the scriptures. That's not how that works. They have to put it in a itty bitty living space. You know I am laughing, right? Aladdin. I love it. Anyway, it's the truth. Okay, so that's what you got to remember. The scriptures have their own little thing, and they'll be talking in phrases. They won't be full sentences. And sometimes what you do is you're reading along, and there's this comma. Then after the comma, there's more. There might even be a whole other story, like a parable thing. But they both link to the same thing. You just pause, and then you just read along, and you find out sometimes it's just giving meaning to stuff, because sometimes you got to feel it, see it, taste it, whatever, to understand it. I don't know if you understand me. I don't know. That just came out. But it's the truth. When you're trying to describe something or tell somebody something, and when I was writing in my journal, I sat down one day, just giving it a try. I didn't know what I wanted to say. Okay, I'm living up on a mountain, so I probably didn't have TV. I'm living up there on about 500 acres with cows, and there's pigs across the street. So what's the point of all that? Describing where I lived, I think, is what the deal was. And I forget what it was I was talking about, so I do that. I know, I do that. It might come back to me, it might not. I really don't know what I was going to say. Oh, okay, I know what I was doing. See, it takes me a minute. I was writing in a journal, and I think maybe I hadn't done that before. Not like that. I opened up this journal. It's like notebook paper. Okay, it's in a big hardback cover thing my mother gave me. And we're told that we should write journals. The church tells us to do that, to keep track of things, keep track of records and memories and things. When they're fresh in your mind, you write it down. But anyway, I'm 27 about this time. And my daughter was in kindergarten, and she was at school, at kindergarten. So I sat down with this journal. And the next thing you know, I wrote as fast as I could go. As fast as I could go. I got an ink pen and it's flowing pretty good, thank God, because I wouldn't want to get stuck. You know how certain pens don't flow well. And sometimes they really do. So anyway, I am flying. My hand is flying across the page. And I stopped myself at 22 pages. And I don't know what was in those 22 pages, but I was going full bore. So anyway, the point is, when you try to put things down on paper, you kind of have to bunch it up sometimes. I found myself just sometimes writing in a poetic type free form style. It's those 20 pages that I put in here. Some of them are just really good. Yes, I'm patting myself on the back, but not just that. I really feel like they were inspired, okay? Maybe I'm just too full of myself. And I'm not really sure when I actually did start writing. But anyway, so I really am not sure. But up there on the mountain, she was 5. And I think probably I had to go and pick her up from kindergarten. That's why I stopped. But I went as fast as I could go. And the whole point about that was trying to get a lot of information put together where someone else can understand it and have it be concise. And sometimes it's going to be not sentences, phrases. Mine just came out in a freestyle poetry deal. Sometimes it was pretty cool. And other times I was just making an analogy. In other words, I want you guys to go. Write this down. You guys have your notebook and paper, your pen. Beauty of the rose. Write that down. Beauty of the rose. On, lose, touch. Hopefully it's going to show up. So I don't think I put on there read by Lou. Just beauty of the rose, on, lose, touch. LOU''S So that puts you on my channel, so it puts you into the videos that I've made, which I'm getting close to 900, I think. Not sure exactly what it is right now, but it's in the high 800s. When you first start, you don't think you're going to... I just wanted to share my papers, and there's only 20 of them, people. I got a little carried away. I can say addicted, maybe. I don't know. It's good to talk, okay? Some people don't want to hear me, so all they got to do is shut me off. You know what I'm saying? They don't have to sit there and listen if they don't want to. It's just nice. It's nice to talk about the things that are in my head. Even the scriptures even, And then how I feel about what I believe. What I believe and what I was taught. And yes, some people might say I was brainwashed, whatever. I don't think so. Because I was a rebellious soul. Just like Alma the Younger, so for not as bad. Not as bad, because it sounds like he really did bad. I really don't know how that, the law was back then. How did they feel about killing? You know, you can go back a ways. Remember, I read out of Abraham. Oh, God, ow. Okay, they made it sound like it was 592. For that time frame, I wonder if it was. I believe I started to tell you guys a story and went right away from it. There's so many. Don't even worry about it. We don't want my brain to malfunction, right, people? Sometimes when there's too much coming at it, you just gotta let it slide. Let it slide. That's a song. Do, do, do. Okay, that's enough. I couldn't put it together if I wanted to. But some of you will know that song. Okay. Definitely. I started trying Zumba, and it was pretty cool. I suffer. I just didn't have the strength for that either. And you'd think it would be easy to do. So I've just definitely got to do better. I got to get back into the walking thing and stretching thing, yoga thing. What is yoga? I'm not really sure. I know I wanted to do aerobics, but I went to a thing at the church. It was a ladies group doing that, but it wasn't for me. And then in order for me to do all that aerobics or line dancing or any of that stuff, I need to learn what the dance is. And my head is like saying, okay, what's going on, girl? I left my mat at Nancy's house. I think I kind of need that thing. It's supposed to open up your veins. Yeah, I got a headache going on. But if it opens your veins, then your blood can flow. So that should get rid of high blood pressure. And I know I need to take this coat off before I really get hot. I've got the door shut. This room is nice and concise, and it's easy to heat. I'm sorry. I'm spacing out. That must still be from before. I had a hit off my vape. I wouldn't even call it a pen. I don't know what to call it. It's really cute. It was a gift. But I do need to get my card. I would qualify for sure to have my card. Is the sun coming in too much over there? How can I quit that? Okay. Well, I appreciate those of you who tune in, as I guess I should say. We do things without understanding, I guess, all these different aspects. No, I don't know what I'm trying to say. But the fact that it's a channel and you can tune in if you find it. And I do need to do hashtags. I need to do better. And I don't know if there's some way that you guys can do hashtags as you go along and you listen to it. If you listen to it and there's something special that hits you, I wonder if you do a comment and you hit the hashtag symbol. It's like a pound sign, I think. Anyway, and then you write down a keyword to something that I said. I wonder if that would work to where other people would, what I'm saying, because I don't really know if an algorithm is the same thing, but when they can attach to those hashtags, okay? It draws people over. And I haven't stopped long enough to be doing that. I've done a little bit. So I need to do that. But I'm so busy making new videos, it's hard to go backwards. But that's what I really need to do. I need to go backwards and make some shorts off of what I've got done. I don't know, man. I don't know if there's actually supposed to be a World War III, before it's all said and done. I thought about something else. I heard a noise outside and I thought about something else. So, getting yourself together, getting myself together. When I'm talking to you guys, I'm talking to me too, okay? Because I definitely got a long ways to go. But the thing that I want you guys to know and to remember, there's a song. I guess it's a primary children's song too. And I'm not going to sing it, and I think a lot of people know it already. It's not, I don't think it's just a Mormon thing. I don't know if I should hold this thing or not. See, there's a glare. We want to get away from the glare. Okay, let me come over here. There, that's better, right? I'm sorry. Well, I attempted a walk. I didn't really make it as far as I wanted to go. But I'm going to hope that that walk-in at Walmart is part of the reason. Plus going up and down the stairs. Okay. Excuse me. So what did you guys think of that? Of course, that wasn't what I just did. I did the notes to it. Talking about Jesus the Christ, I did the notes to chapter 2. You see, chapter 2 is the one I fell asleep during, but there was a reason for it. When I try to do too much at one time, when my brain is confused because it's trying to assimilate, I fall asleep. If it's too much, I just say, oh. I mean, my head tells me, good night. And it's true. So, when I'm doing things that are not, I mean, just reading alone is hard for me, okay? Just because probably I just didn't get near enough practice at it. Just rely on what I did at school, and I didn't do that much at school, I guess. So, what is the point, and where was I? I was over there making a big old glare. Now I'm not, so that part's good, right? Okay. I know I've been listening to my own, to my videos. Of course I'm going to listen to my videos. Especially I want to know what I said. I'm talking to you guys, I don't nearly, it just comes out. It's kind of like what you would call live, because it is live, unless I'm able to take something out. And the only thing I know to take out is the front and the back. I don't know how to do the middle. Because I really should go back and edit that. The two places where I fell asleep, I should gap that together. You know what I'm saying? Because you're watching me sleep for a few minutes. But I wasn't about to just like delete it because of that. Because I had put too much into it. Anyway, it doesn't matter. The point is, There's a couple places I fell asleep. But those were foreign words. They were words I didn't know. So there I am, trying to read, trying to pronounce something that I don't know, and also I don't know the meaning. So there you go. What is it? What am I saying? I don't know what I'm saying, you know? And I didn't look up the words because that would have been a good idea to take those words that were foreign. And the reason they're foreign is because this was 1915. It's not nowadays, you know, and even things we talk with our slang. I don't want to go back over. Okay. Let's see what I can do here. Put my cup over here. I was trying to get rid of the glare. I came over here. See what happens. Wonder if you can hear me okay. Okay. Probably can. My mood, it goes up and down, up and down. Sometimes it's good. Sometimes it's not. I feel like I got plenty of sleep last night. I hope I did. I don't tend to sleep through the night. I definitely don't sleep through the night. But I have found I can go back to sleep. So it's better than nothing, right? But I have been taking melatonin. And I think it is working for some things because they're saying we need to be able to have a deep sleep for rejuvenation. That what you call beauty sleep, probably. I can't stay asleep. I go to sleep, and especially with melatonin, I go to sleep pretty fast, and I sleep sound, but I still wake up like after 3.5 hours or so. But I have found myself dreaming, so I am doing something. I think you need to be in that deep state of sleep in order to dream. So even if I don't get my sleep in a continual run, hopefully it all adds up because I wake up, I go potty, I go back to sleep. And sometimes I don't run, go potty or anything. I might scroll on my thingy for a minute and then put it down, go back to sleep. Or turn on the movie that shut itself off. Maybe that's what woke me up. It's because all of a sudden the noise is gone. I should go to sleep without the noise and then maybe that might fix itself. Anyway, as you can tell, I don't have a lot to say. So I guess I should get off here and quit wasting everybody's time. I don't feel like reading. And in the past, I did not. When I first started, I just wanted you guys to hear those papers. I was going to make a book out of it. You know, like I said, I started writing those things when I was 27. And I might have written some other things, but I just can't remember. And then I've got a couple of journals out there. I'm not sure where they are. Anyway, hopefully they're okay. Don't write in journals what you don't want other people to know. And sometimes you just get carried away with what's going on and you write how you feel about it. So yeah, there's a book. It's got some stuff in it that I doubt anybody will ever give it a second thought. It's misrepresented. I'm trying to think of how I should put that. In other words, the book on the outside is a 5x7. And it's like, I don't know what it's like, but it kind of be like a journal. But you can't understand whatever the language is on there. So I'm not sure what it says, but there's just pages, lined pages that you can write on inside. So that is like a journal. But when you look at it, and I think it's been chewed up by a dog on the corner edges, it's been chewed. I'd like to find that book. You never know what's in those pages, right? And especially that book, it did have some intimate stuff. Oh, yeah, my bones are making noise. I need to twist them around your neck, yeah, your neck and your head and your shoulders and all that good stuff. So head, neck, shoulders, then my back. Hope that wonderful things are in the future. Wonderful indeed. For now, I'm going to make this place wonderful for just a little while. I need to go take care of that little house. Really don't want to. So I need to get it together, and figure out, do I want to just advertise it and let it go to somebody else, or do I want to fix it up because it's paid for? As long as I pay the taxes, then I'm okay. But I need to go take care of it. I need to make it something that's bringing in some money. It's just sat there all this time with nobody in it. It's been abandoned for over 10 years. I got it because I needed to. We needed a place to live. And I had already traded my house for that property in Colorado, which wasn't a living residence. And basically, we were camping. We had running water. We ran and got it. Just like my mother said, there was a time when she told me that. She says, we had running water. We had to run across the street and get it. Well, me and Joe, we had water. We had a well, but you had to go 1,500 feet. And we had a water tank, so we'd go every day and get water. And that meant you had to start a generator every day. And sometimes you started it twice, because what we were doing was taking care of animals. We had cows. We started with just one or two and got carried away. At the end, I had 15. But they like to eat, and these guys ate pretty well. They really did. My goodness. So I got hamburger today for $5.90 a pound. That's maddening. Because I gave mine away after feeding them so good. Just the hay got so expensive, and we were going through a bale at least every other week. We would go through a big old bale of hay. And it was grass hay. But those were humongous bales, okay? They were, what am I trying to say? How much were they? 4 foot wide, 8 foot long, 4 foot tall. Nice rectangle thing. Big thing. I'm not sure, but I'm thinking around 1,300 pounds. My memory serves. Anyway, I don't know. Need to take a tractor and go over that property, just mow it all down. You take up the fence, we got a lot of T-posts, take them up. And actually what we could do is take up all the T-posts and then go over to the edge of the road and go ahead and put up a fence. We have enough T-posts, we could do that. So we could do the perimeter. We got enough stuff to really do a pretty good portion anyway. That's what we should do. Let's have a good wired fence. You can barbed wire. I have some of that too, but not enough. Because what it is a quarter of a mile on one side. That's on the side. And in the front, it's kind of hard to tell you. See, if you take a property and you cut it as a rectangle, then you go down the road where the long part of the rectangle is, and you take out 10.17 acres. That's what the neighbor has cut out of my piece of property. And it used to be that it was 80 acres. And then what they did was they were supposed to have taken 10 acres out, and I was supposed to get 70. So I'm still supposed to have over 70. I mean, under 70, but closer to 70 than what they're saying. I don't know. They're really probably pretty close. I'm trying to remember if that was actually like 69. I pay taxes on a certain amount, and it seemed like it was 68 something. And so maybe that's closer to 69, and it's not a big deal. It just looks like I lost 2 acres, is what I was telling her. But I didn't think about that. You know, when you got fractions, if it's up close to, in other words, what, 68.8 or 68.9, it's close enough to say that that's 69. And then what she was saying is that they're aerial views and they measure by that. And so the terrain could make it a little bit different. And also, I know I'm rambling, but also part of it is there's probably an easement because we have two sides that have road. You know what I'm saying? The side that's a quarter mile, well, we go halfway into the road. That's the way it is. And then I guess that's an easement. So they might not be counting that. I don't know how they're doing it. Every state and county community is different as how they measure out their properties. Nevertheless, I should figure that out. Just what I can do with that place. Brainstorm some good ideas. It really is what I should do. I should think about that. If I had a lot of money, I could do a lot with that property I got. So I bet there's some way I could have a trailer court. If I could make a trailer court, the farmers around there wouldn't like it. But if I could, that would be lucrative because there's always need for people a place to live. You know what I'm saying? So in some instances, you could provide the trailer. And then someone else was saying you could, well, it's a really good idea, that you could hire them to work on the farm. And part of their wages is the place they live. Or their wages are the place they live, because that could be a lot. They have to work for that. And then if they don't, I mean, they either pay the money or they work for it. Pay the money would be cool. But you can have a lot of trailers on my property. But it would just take money to do it. I wonder what it would take. I'd have to have a well for every certain amount, probably. Because they don't have water from the city out there. You have to have a well. But that is a thought. There's a lot that could be done with it. It's just I'm not probably going to be around. But then again, you never know. I need to take some more of that ivermectin. I'm not really sure what I should be doing with that because I'm experimenting, okay? It's an experiment, but I think it's a good one. I'm glad that I did it. And I should do the baking soda thing. There's all kinds of things because I listened to another one about baking soda mixed with castor oil. I don't know that my daughter would even try it, but it's good on a rash. And like Nancy's child had one, and the creams weren't working, okay? Or maybe they worked a little bit, but they weren't. It's antifungal. So what was I going to say about that? Yeah, sometimes you mix castor oil, equal amounts, castor oil and baking soda. Mix it together like a paste. And then, sometimes you might want it more oily, so you wouldn't have equal amounts. Depends on what you're going to do. But they showed people massaging with it for pain, even like on a bad knee or whatever. They showed them massaging their back. So it would just be for, I don't know. But castor oil penetrates your tissues, is what they're saying, deeper than any of the other oils. And it gets rid of lumps and bumps, meaning cysts and tumors. I don't know how quick. It gets rid of bone spurs, too. People. Bone spurs. I need to tell my brother about that. It takes a while, it doesn't work overnight. But like what she said, I was hearing her say that this morning. It's like if you've had bone spurs for 3 years, then it's liable to take 3 months to dissolve it and go away. And then if you've had it 3 months, it's going to take maybe 3 weeks. And if you've just had it a few days, then it's going to take a lot less. But the point is that it will help you get rid of bone spurs. It'll help you get rid of cyst, lumps and bumps. So I'm going to mix me up some of that. And it's also, I was going to say abrasive. And what it is, what's the word I want? Exfoliate. It will help exfoliate. Like if you want to take that serum, what I just told you to make, then you could rub it on your face and it'd be like a scrub. It would have some scrub qualities about it. You'd be scrubbing dead skin off, but you'd also be putting the castor oil into your skin. And that's a good thing. I'm pretty sure that's a good thing. I haven't read all that. There could be something about using it too much, or I don't know. So, disclaimer. You just do it yourself, do your own research, take a chance or not. In other words, I don't think it's going to clog your pores. I think it's going to help pull things out. And then the baking soda is going to help exfoliate dead skin, which is a good thing. I would keep it away from your eyes. I think that's what they said. But castor oil is real good for wrinkles, so I just need to start doing it every day. And then this stuff here, they got something for that too, but I'm not sure what it is. But I'm wondering if you can't have a patch up there. And it's something to do with, they're talking about drainage. Like even the puppy eyes. And I don't know what they're talking about draining. But we just have to experiment, I guess, and hope that we figure it out before we do something bad. Just need to start doing great things for myself. It's not easy. I don't know. I haven't tried it to crawl in and out of Jessica's bathtub. It's pretty deep. Probably be good to soak in a bath every once in a while. But it's not so easy, like I said. It's not so easy to get in and out. And you definitely don't want to fall, slip and slide and all that stuff, you know. So, I can step in and I can step out, as long as I got something to grab onto. So I'll be doing that. I don't want to take any chances. I'll put their stuff on. I'll show you. These people made up a nice care package. And this was in the top of one of the bags anyway. So it's a toboggan. Homemade toboggan with a pin. I haven't pulled this out, but there's a scarf. I just think that's really sweet. Yeah, look. It is really sweet. Okay, I'm going to put that down. Whoops. Okay. So that is really, really neat. Those are, they look like triples. Can't tell. Like a triple crochet. But they match the hat just perfect. When I slammed it down, it was this pen. I wasn't thinking about that. But what a great beanie. That was really cool. I'll have to show my sister. She made she made beanies. Oh wow, look at that. Okay, so it rolls over twice. This one won't. But that is wonderful. It's so nice and thick. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and cross it over here. Carry it over. Wasn't cross it over. But anyway, basically was like just it seemed to me, but maybe it decreased. But you could just make a square one. A square piece of knitting, and then you take and you put a thread in there and pull it all together, and then you fold the other end up. But that is really sweet, and it's so soft. It's really soft. I wouldn't think they would be. So I'm wondering if that's a triple crochet. That's what it looks like. It's been a long time since I did that, but I did enjoy it. I was I was knitting. I was knitting my dad a sweater. I was taking knitting lessons, okay? And so I was knitting Dad a sweater. I was just a little kid. That was a lot of stuff that I did. And I guess I left it out where someone could get it, and the dog chewed it up. I mean, chewed a big old hole in the middle of my stuff. Well, you can't fix that very well. I tried. I don't know if I succeeded or not. I doubt it. That's when I was way young. It just came to my mind. Crocheting was a lot easier. And the reason it was easier is because you could go back and fix it. You could see when you did something wrong. And you didn't have to tie threads together. Of course, you don't always have a dog chewing up your stuff. So, put that over there. Anyway, that's really pretty cool. So soft. And then they got me there's a blanket and there's just things. I know, I left you over here, didn't I? Okay, there's a cat over there. There's a pen. Cool. Large print. Puzzles. This is some of the things that they sent me, okay? What is this? Colors. Okay, that's Little thing of goldfish. Some encouraging words on little notes. A journal. I bet you that's what that is. It says your name. I can't see very good. Yes, that's exactly what it is. It's a journal. It's so cool. Just what I was talking about, right? Hand wipes. There's a nice plush blanket in there. Just some socks. I love socks. It was pretty cool. I'm not sure what that is. That might be just a mint of some sort. I need my glasses on. And then they got travel size lotion and I don't know, that stuff, just antibacterial stuff. Scented candle. Chapstick. Water. My notes. That's just so cool. Really good ideas. Really good ideas. Here's some socks. And I love socks. So, that's just really neat. Especially the puzzle and things. And I love this journal. And see, I was writing on a big journal. And I was going as fast as I could go. And then you find out you're skimming across the top of your thoughts. And then trying to get your thoughts down on paper. That's not easy to do. And to say things in a way that people understand what you're trying to say. And also say things you want to say. You know what I'm saying? You put it, you know what I'm saying? I put that all together, didn't I? Okay. Okay. Well, my glasses is over there. And I don't want to eat in front of you guys. And I'm not going to read today. I smell food. Well, I was going to buy tortillas and I did not. But we will. Tortillas. I love them. Okay, I like quesadillas. I like them fried, you know. Meaning the tortilla, if it's seared, pizza's done. Oh, I knew I smelled food. All right, people. Pizza's done. I think I better go. I'll talk to you guys a little later. I just been meandering along anyway, right? Things are going to be good. No matter what happens, things are going to be good. You guys take care.